What's up everyone, Resale Rabbit here. Quite a few of you have requested a haul video for my trip to Minnesota, so I figured why not. I spent 3 days there, 1 day in Minneapolis, St. Paul area, 1 day heading there, and 1 day coming back. I spent a total of $640 at 26 thrift stores and 1 retail store. I have, after fees and inbound shipping, the estimated value of all this is about $2,833, so net my take home $2,193. I spent $190 on hotels, and with that factored in, we're at $830 invested. I made 3.5 times my money, $2,003. Like I said, I went to 26 different thrift shops and 1 retail store. Normally I do more retail, I do some Craigslist, some garage sales. I just didn't have time on this trip. So let's dig in. Alright, let's start with the bread and butter, printer ink. Right here we have about $600 worth of printer ink, and I paid a fraction of that. A couple of you have asked me about expiration dates. I want to point out this right here. It expires in 2003. I still sell it. 45s, HP 45s are commonly expired. I've gone back as far as 2002, sometimes as new as 2010. I don't think I've ever had anything newer than that. I've never had a problem before. All different kinds of printer ink here. We've got some in box, some out of the box. We've got toner, we've got fax rolls, Lexmark, HP, Canon, Epson, the whole works. After that, we got a few calculators. Surprisingly, I did not find any graphing calculators. There was a TI-83 Plus, but it looked like a dog chewed it up and I couldn't test it, so I passed. These adding machines, well worth it. The one on the left, the big one, I should sell for about 30-40 bucks. The other two about 25. And then the little one on the bottom here, I've never seen this calculator before. I decided to look it up. It was about $15 used via FBA. So I decided to go forward with it. Next, everyone knows the Guitar Hero guitars. I've got 8 of them here. 3 Wii guitars. They are just the standard white ones. You find them every day. One actually has a cool slash skin on it, so I might mark it up a couple bucks for that. In addition to that, I have in the back there a wired Xbox 360 guitar with Guitar Hero 2. Pairing them together, I should get anywhere from $40 to $80. It just depends what it's going for when I list it, and they sell quickly. I got a Xbox 360 Les Paul with the game. It's got a cool Kiss faceplate on it. Very faded, and I found a faceplate, the identical Kiss faceplate before, and it was also faded in the same spot, so I don't know if they were made cheaply or what. A PS3 World Tour guitar. And this PS3 Rock Band guitar is special because it's got the wireless receiver, $30 to $50. On the back there is a PS2 Guitar Hero World Tour guitar kit. I know a lot of you are adamant against PS2 guitars, but I still buy them. That one also has the receiver, the dongle, with everything together. The game's in there, the whole works. I'm hoping to get 60 bucks. It's a long wait to get that. I've sold them before. They usually sit for 3 to 4 weeks before they sell. I don't like waiting that long, but maybe FBA will go faster. I've never sold one of those via FBA. Moving on, we've got video games. There are quite a few of them here. I've got a couple of 3DSs. The silver one here I paid $7.99 for at a thrift store. Now, depending on what they happen to be going for, condition and everything, I can usually get $30 to $50. Probably the low end because it's a little beat up. I'm going to try and take those stickers off. And it doesn't have a charger. And I'm not sure if it has it yet. It does not have a stylus either. A DS Lite. It says $29.99. I actually paid $20 because I got 30% off at this thrift store. Again, no charger, but it does have the stylus. Another DS Lite. I've never bought a DS Lite this cheap. It was 10 bucks, and I got 30% off. There's no damage there. It's just a weird sticker. It does have the stylus. The screen is heavily scratched though. Not a major issue. I just need to be upfront about it. I'm also going to test out every point on the touch screen vigorously to double check. Madden 2002, now that's a $15 game via FBA. As far as I know, it is the most recent Madden game released for Nintendo 64. A couple more games here. Super Mario Land and Kirby's Dream Land. I should get 10-15 bucks each or so. The Game Boy Pocket. I think I paid $6 for the Pocket and $5, yeah, $5 a piece for the games. And everything at Savers I got 30% off. Savers and Unique, because I have a whole bunch of stamp cards. Moving over here, $20 for a Nintendo Wii. It's a little beat up, no cords and controllers. I commonly find them cheap when I'm, thrifting. I'll find power cords like you wouldn't believe, so I can throw those in with it. I'll make some decent money there. Some of you may have heard of this one. $2.99 for the silver case. I picked it up and it was heavy. Boom. $50 Gameboy Advance Sp. And the thing is, it's not mint, but it's in pretty darn good shape. Usually these are heavily scratched. It's in good shape. For $50, I found a Game Boy Micro. I've never actually bought one of these before. It's built really well, made of metal it feels like. This thing is in mint condition, comes with the original box and all of the paperwork, also in mint condition. I paid $50, I should get $100, maybe $120 for it. But in the game was a copy of Zelda. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. My iPhone isn't good for that. Now I also found another copy of Zelda for $7.99. There, it focused. I should be able to get 20-30 bucks a piece for them. Now this game, Goodwill had 30 of these, 10 bucks each, brand new. They are going for $25, lowest FBA price on Amazon. Absolutely amazing sales rank. After fees, I'll get about $18.50 each on these. Now I ended up paying $7.50 because they were doing a deal where if I donate something, I get a 25% off coupon of up to $100. That's why I only bought 10 rather than all 30. So I'm going to do all right on those. Overall, decent video game lot, small. I forgot to mention the Xbox 360 controller, wired controller for $5. I like to have them on hand in case I get a 360 without a controller. I can throw it in, which happens more than you think. Worst case, I could sell for 10-15 bucks. It was a good purchase. Now, Brett Favre jerseys here. These are both stitched and authentic. For those of you who know me well, you know that I have a huge man crush on Brett Favre. I've got quite a few in my collection. These I purchased to sell, though. I paid $12 bucks for one, $5 for the other. The $12 one, I got 30% off on top of that. I live in Green Bay. I am currently in Green Bay for about a week or so. I don't know if I mentioned that to anybody. I'm in Green Bay right now. These jerseys will sell. There are a lot of Favre fanatics here. A lot of people in Green Bay love the controversy. I should be able to get 40-50 bucks a piece for them. Now we got some filters, humidifier. I think one's for a little AC unit. These are always a good snag. You pick them up for a couple of bucks. They sell quickly, $15-20. If you notice, I paid 99 cents. Where is it? There was a sticker on here. 99 cents. $2. This one was half off, so it would have been $2.50. And this one came from the outlet in Minneapolis. I probably paid about $1.50 for it. Electronics. These Philips light bulbs were the only thing that I purchased at a retail store. Everything else was thrifted. I paid $5 a piece for them. One of them was $2. It's a little different. I should be able to get about $15-20 each for them. I sent in quite a few of these on my last shipment to FBA. And, well, it was just checked in today, so I can't tell you if they've sold or not. But they're ranked pretty well. I don't remember what they were. It was probably around 30-50,000 in home improvement. Decent, not great. An iClicker, brand new in the package. This is the third one of these brand new that I've found. These will sell for about 35-40 bucks, maybe a little bit more on back to school. Right now they're low, like 18 bucks new. Even at 18 bucks, good purchase. But I'm going to hold out for back to school. Couple of Sony Walkmans here. These range from 20 to as much as 50 to 80 even. I have one that I purchased recently, waterproof one that I can get 120 for. It's ranked pretty well. I believe 2 of these are in the $20, $30 range and one was in the $50 range. Don't quote me on that. I looked these up a while ago. Speaking of Sony Walkmans, here's a pair of headphones with a radio built in. Believe it or not, you can get like $50 to $80 for these. And they sell quick, especially the yellow ones. Those sell insanely fast. A couple more Sony radios, about 20, 25 bucks. They also sell quick. A Microcassette Recorder. This one's a $50 item. I'll get about 40 after fees. Illuminated Word. I'm assuming it's not Microsoft Word. It is probably a crossword. It's worth about 20 bucks or so. Now, this thing, I can't tilt the camera. This thing here, I laughed when I looked at it. Believe it or not, that is ranked in the 2 digits of Office product. I don't remember what it was, like 30 something. Insanely good rank, lowest price is $45. So that'll be a nice little surprise. Paid 79 cents for these floppy disks. Anytime you see floppy disks, brand new, sealed, look them up. As with any older media item, VHS tapes, cassette tapes, and so forth. I believe these were about 10 bucks, nothing special, but for 79 cents, that's a decent markup. Now these DVDRs, I can't remember for the life of me what they're worth. I paid 5 bucks for them, so they're probably worth $20 plus if I'm paying 5 bucks for them. Sealed in the package. And a bamboo touchpad. It's got a mouse with it. I'm not a graphic designer. I don't know what the mouse is for. I don't know if it's just an added freebie they give or if it's used with it. But I paid $6.99, again 30% off of that. And I should be able to get 50, 60 bucks is what they usually sell for, used. The thing looks brand new inside too. It was probably only used once or twice. Moving on, here are a couple random odds and ends. My very first Nerf gun I've ever purchased. I should be able to get about 50 bucks for it. It is a Super Soaker model. A couple of Tybo tapes. They are sealed. Rank of about 25,000 in video. I've never sold a VHS tape, so I don't know if that's good or bad. But for $1 with potential sale of 25, I can live with that. A couple added odds and ends cords. Like I said, I always pick them up. Nunchucks are usually hard to find. I rarely get a Wii with a nunchuck. So it's kind of nice whenever I find them. I think I paid 6 bucks for it, plus 30% off. Of course I'm covering it up. 5 bucks, plus 30% off. And then an AV cord for a Nintendo. Moving on to board games. Always look for, I said in my the green room hangout that I did, always look it up if it's new, especially board games. We've all seen these before, about 20, 30 bucks. This thing was $50, or maybe it was 40, one of the two. Either way, surprise. I paid 7 bucks for it. It is the Illuminated Solitaire. Any of these illuminated handheld games are worth it, new or used, especially new. Twister, I paid 8 bucks for it. It's about a $25 game after fees. It is going to be a quick seller though, really good rank. Headbands, try and get it in the light here. I paid 2 bucks for it, and then I got 30% off. It has a rank of 5,000 something in toys, really good rank. And it is about a $20, $25 game. I think I paid 2 bucks for it. Kadoo! I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. The Cranium game. Cranium games are always worth quite a bit new. I sold one for 50 bucks the other day and really surprised me, so now I always look at them. This is a $40 game. I'm not quite sure what I paid for it. Should be on here somewhere. $5.99. And this one was the biggest surprise. Pictionary Party Edition, brand new. I paid $8 for it. And it is lowest price on Amazon. Overall, not just FBA. The lowest price on Amazon is $125. Who knew? The rank isn't great, but a little over 250K in toys and games. But it's not terrible. For the $8 investment, it was worth the risk, especially for the really high markup. What's that, like 15 times my investment? I bought it anticipating a Christmas sale. Hopefully it'll sell, hopefully before Christmas, but you never know. Now moving on to the big exciting things, if this wasn't all exciting enough for you. I bought a Dyson. I've never sold a vacuum cleaner before that I've purchased. I sold Kirby's when I was in high school, not many of you know that. A Dyson vacuum, and I'm a Kirby guy. I have a bias, I don't like Dyson. I'm just not a fan. But a lot of people are. So I decided to take a risk. They wanted $75 for it, and of course 30% off, this was a good one, 30% off, brought it down to 50 bucks. It came with a couple of attachments, some floor, I don't know. I don't know Dyson. I don't know if this is even a Dyson attachment. I suppose I can show it to you. It was just in the bag with it. The other attachment does have the Dyson logo on it. This looks like it's been chewed up by a dog. I looked at Craigslist before I bought it, and they're selling for, or they're listed for about 200 bucks. So I'm gonna try and get 200. I'll be very happy with 150, 3 times what I paid for it. I know these things are like 500 bucks new, or at least whatever the current model is. So tested it out, works great. So that should be a fun one. The next exciting item, boom. A Polaroid 300, this is a $75 camera used, and it is a hot seller. Paid $2.99 for it. This was a definite good find. I remember the first time I sold one of these, I found a box of Polaroid ink, and it had like 100 pictures, and I got so excited. Then I opened the box, and it was the stupid Polaroid camera. So I was kind of disappointed until I opened it and realized, oh, it's a $75 camera, I'll take it. The next exciting, last but not least, whatever you want to say, a Nabi Tablet. Now this thing, I paid $5.99 for it, and another 30% off. This was sitting on the shelf, full of toys, just sitting on the shelf at a Savers, right? Yeah, Savers. They're all starting to look the same. This is just sitting on the shelf. It was with the cheap, dollar store toys that look like iPads, and with the old, outdated Leapfrog and VTech games. It was just sitting there. I did kind of feel bad because the checkout lady, she really wanted to get one for her kid, couldn't afford it, and didn't know they had it. But I don't know if it works. Didn't come with a charger. It has its own proprietary charger, some little 9-volt or 5-volt hole. So I'm going to need to order one of those to test it out. It does have the silicone case. This we're going to try and sell locally before we throw it online. So that's what I got. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of exciting stuff. We're going to send it all in to Amazon tonight. It is about midnight right now, probably a little later. So we're going to send it all in and make some money. I did all this in 3 days. 1,200 of it was in 1 day in Minneapolis. It's exciting stuff. Check me out, look me up on Facebook, Resale Rabbit. If you haven't already, you can follow my travels. Like I said, I will be in Northeast Wisconsin for the most part for the next week or so. This weekend, I will be heading down to Indianapolis. College basketball fans will know why I'm heading to Indianapolis this weekend. But then I'll be back here for a little bit and heading towards the southeast after that. So get in touch with me if you want to meet up, if I'm going to be in your area. Otherwise, look out for more videos like this. It'll be fun. Until later.